So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Pass here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The 3rd down.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle. Him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Second and 9 now. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute. And Coach Minute, our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Cardinals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This one caught by Isabella. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Escaping the pressure right. And a throw.
So far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Back to throw here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Show it in. Show it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will stop right around the 25. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They go play action here on first. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Going to give this time Cardinal touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards use the and the lead down to 10, 24-14. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
You got 3 down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They run the counter. Watson. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 24-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got his tight end Fant, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On the carry.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Under 10, under 10, 10. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Third down.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he rifles one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off here complete, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And the Cardinal first down.
Looking to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way. Them to have a chance to win this one now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Kill, kill, kill. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check, 45.
Now back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
On third down. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the Broncos' 11-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
At the 22-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 78 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Looking for Pryor long. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Right back to him on 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll go on the ground. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended